This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I greet everybody. This is live conversation number 237. Live conversation number 237, when we're here to talk about good fathers. And the subtitle is, why do deadbeat fathers abandon their kids? Why do, some mothers keep the kids away from, good fathers and whatnot? Hope everybody's doing well upon this evening. Do remember, I'm not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement. So I greet everybody who watched this video now, who catch it in the middle, and those who happen to catch it on a replay. Shout out to those who be catching the lives on the replay, man. Definitely appreciate that for sure. It's been a wonderful day today, pretty busy day today and whatnot. Shout out to the haters, man, who've been texting my phone and whatnot. Shout out to those haters out there, man. You got some Charles Duell people who's texting my phone and whatnot and things like that. I dedicate this to all the trolls, all the haters. This is for y'all right there, man. Put your face to the screen to all the trolls and to all the haters out there, man. You know what I mean? Put your face to the screen, because I dedicate this to y'all. Those who've been texting my phone, emailing me, Charles Darwin people, Duell's people, whoever been heckling and trolling my phone and emails and whatnot. What up to Born Again Believer? What up to Nathan, Christoph? What's up to Michael, Carla Petty, Mr. Ham? What is that? Peculiar. Finally aware of you. This is going to be a wonderful topic. What up to Ernest? You're laughing. Seriously, man. Like, I'm sitting there in the gym today. I'm leaving, and I get a text from an 803 number. You understand? One of Charles Duell's people. I didn't research the number out yet to find out who it was, but I will do that later on. And they wrote a whole paragraph, man. I didn't even read it. Listen, I don't read long, drawn out paragraphs when y'all haters and trolls text me, man. I don't read that type of stuff. I browse a couple of words, and that's about it. I don't read y'all trash. I don't read y'all garbage at the end of the day. Sure. So we're here to talk about good fathers and whatnot. I was listening to an interview. I was listening to an interview today. Billy Garland. Billy Garland is the biological father of Tupac Shakur, and he was explaining that Afina Shakur, mother of Tupac, was keeping Tupac away from him at the end of the day. You know what I mean? She left him when Tupac was the age of 3, and he haven't seen his son in about 12 to 15 years or something like that. You got a lot of mothers out there like that are spiteful, that would take the child and leave. We're talking about towards good fathers. You understand? We ain't talking about for deadbeats, those who do drugs and do alcohol and stuff like that. And you might have to take your kids away from so-called fathers like that. He said she lied. She lied that too. Yeah, absolutely. And a lot. And I was thinking, like, I've heard some stories like that, whereas though the mothers will take, the kids away from the father, because the father might have cheated on them. You know what I mean? Listen, in cases like if a man cheats on a woman, listen, it's wrong. I understand. You know what I'm saying? If the man don't want to be with the woman and whatnot, factors like that shouldn't have the woman spiteful to keep the kids away, because it's a difference between co-parenting relationship and a regular relationship. If the man is a good father, why is the woman so spiteful? Because the man don't want to be with her. You understand? To keep the kids away. You understand? That was my first time hearing an interview from Billy Garland. I didn't know he lived in Jersey City at all. I didn't know Tupac once upon a time kind of was coming to Jersey City at that point. As he was explaining about how, Afina Shakur kept his son away at the end of the day. And it's a lot of mothers out there like that. We got a lot of good fathers out here. So it makes me think. It makes me think. How many more mothers out here? If the father is away, is it the father's fault or is it the mother's fault? It had me thinking at the end of the day. You know what I mean? All right. What's up to John Smith? What up to Denise Garnett? Mr. Ham says she lied on Tupac, I guess. You said I knew someone would write about the situation from the way that he talked about his father. Yeah, man. It seemed like he did. You know what I mean? He had a good relationship with his father, and he wanted to get involved in his father's life and whatnot, and vice versa. But you know what I mean? The father was stating that, every time I guess he tried to get in contact with Tupac, people would lie or keep him away, or say that the father didn't want to, you know what I mean, be involved in his life at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So somebody said, well, why don't you go to a show? Why don't you go to a movie premiere and, you know what I mean, cause a scene? He said he wasn't like that. And out of respect, I could respect a man like that for sure. You got a lot of good fathers out here. What up, Natasha? Willie Timpson, you said, did you get a chance to listen to the garbage Joel and his elders had to say about you, Apostle and Cedar Rock? Well, I don't watch long drawn out videos from these trolls and whatnot. I heard a little snippet of him calling me a lesbian. You know, I mean, I spoke about it, I believe, a couple of days ago or last week. The man called me a lesbian. All right, so I am. You know what I'm saying? My preference is women, so I didn't understand why would he call me, a lesbian when that's the truth. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, what type of laughter or comical saying is calling a man a lesbian? I didn't. That's kind of like I didn't understand it, but I did understand it because he was. That's the first piece of truth he said in general. You know what I mean? Of calling me a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? All right. So she said, Mr. Ham said she tried to lie and say he wanted Tupac money. She lied because his father ain't broke. No, father wasn't broke. He had a trucking business out there in Jersey City at one point. What up to Stephanie? Tasha said, I have to ask, why do some men stop seeing their kids if the woman decides she doesn't want to be with the father? That's a good question right there. You know what I mean? Even some men could be spiteful at the end of the day. Some men can be spiteful, when a woman don't want to be with them. And he doesn't want to have the responsibility or deal with the responsibility of his kids. Because when sometimes when the man could come around, they go pick up his kids, and guess what? There's another man that she is courting, or another man is around his kids. It's hard for a lot of men to think like that. You know what I mean? That the woman, of course, listen, people gonna do what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If the woman don't want to be with the man, there's a good chance she may find interest in another man. And that father, he don't want to deal with that. He don't want the thought of another man around his kids. You know what I'm saying? What up, Jen Juice? Born again believer says, I've had full custody of my daughter since she was a baby. Years later, her mom tried to take her from me because I would not be with her. I don't know why some women are like that, man. What does the children got to do with a relationship that a man or the woman does not want to be with each participant? I don't get it. They use children as a pawn. They use children like it's chess and checkers at the end of the day. Okay, you don't want to be with me. I'm gonna keep the kids away. I'm gonna take the kids away. I don't get it. The kids ain't got nothing to do with if a man or a woman does not want to be with that person in a relationship format, or a marriage type of format. Granted that people of holiness, they prefer that people work it out in the marriage and not get separated or divorced and things like that. But it is justified for separation, as people striving for God believe for sure and teach. Jen Ju says, because some weak men feel if they can't have you, nobody else can. Yo. And he says psychotic vibes right there. And that's true. And some women are like that. If I can't have you, nobody can. A lot of people have that concept. They have that mindset. They do not want to see that other person with nobody else. They just can't deal with that factor, but they don't understand. People have their own mindset and they want to be what they want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got no type of property on the person, no type of control on the person. Listen, when it's over, it's over. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? If that person want to be with Sheila, if Sheila want to be with Henry, if Henry want to be with Tasha, if Tasha want to be with Derek, then guess what? That's how it's going to be. And you got spiteful people who will try to mess this situation up some way, somehow, some format. At the end of the day, why? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If a person do not want to be with you, at the end of the day, keep it moving. Simple as that. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? A person don't have no ties on a person. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? People gonna make their decision. They gonna make the decision. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go to some more comments. What up, Jeremy Dunbar? Michael Robinson says, brother, I got 7 kids and 4 mothers. And 4 mothers of my children. And even though I take care of my children, it can be one argument or misunderstanding, and they would take the kids away due to past hurt. At the end of the day, when somebody keeps kids away from the parent, a good parent, you know what I mean? In the long run, it's going to hurt that parent who's keeping the kids away. You understand that? It's going to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good thing to do. I don't know why they think that's best. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's some that's going to watch this, whether they're catching on a live now or catching on a replay. I know it's something that been through that type of situation. For sure. Mr. Ham says, I want to do that period with my kids at one time. The mothers tried to keep my kids away from me, though. Wow. What up, Nicole Martin? What up, what up, what up? Willie Timpson says, this is a new one. He's calling y'all out because he says y'all trying to get a debate going in Canada with Apostle and 2 other preachers and not invite them. But I feel your haters going to hate. Well, you say he made a new video? Well, you see, now he's acting like a crybaby. I didn't see that video. He's crying now because Gino has invited the preachers from Canada and didn't invite him. He's crying like a baby right now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, one time for Charles Duell. You know, one time for him. And Charles Duell, listen, this is for you, man. This is for you, Mr. Duell. This is for you. I dedicate this to you, Mr. Charles Duell, for sure. You know, he's crying up, but you say he's crying about inviting 2 other preachers and whatnot. Listen, hey, it's gonna be what's gonna be, man. I can't sit there and watch Mr. Duell's video. I'm not gonna sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be a waste of my time. It'll be a waste of my time for sure. You know, but for clarification, if you can tell me or send me the link to my email and tell me the timestamp where he mentions, you know what I mean, I guess my name and whatnot, and I probably will watch a little bit of it just to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. All right. Jeremy Dunbar says, my wife tries to make me look like a bad parent because I don't let my kids celebrate Christmas and Easter. Wow. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand or respect that type of belief and whatnot. You know, we got some parents that celebrate Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, and all this other foolishness and whatnot, pagan type of holidays, wicked wing and whatnot. And if you're a father, you don't celebrate it and things like that. They try to rub it in your face. You know, but at the end of the day, guess what? When a parent says, oh, yeah, it's Santa Claus, you know what I mean? That's a format of lying to your kids. That is a Santa Claus. That is a tooth fairy. Really? It's a tooth fairy? Listen, who's putting $1 underneath the pillow for a tooth? Not no tooth fairy. The parent is doing that. You know what I'm saying? But there were a lot of their kids about stuff like that. They want to make their kids feel good. You know what I'm saying? What up to C Matt? What up? What up? What up? Nathan, you wrote Proverbs 18:22. Gin Juice, you say he's jealous because he didn't get an invite. He didn't get an invite. Wow. Mr. Charles Duell. Man. He's upset. Listen, that's on him, man. That's on him, man, for sure. You know, I guess that's why this person texts me. I'm gonna show y'all that text right quick. Let me read this one. He says, I get more respect from coworkers and random people in regards to not celebrating them. So this is a text message that somebody wrote me, man. Listen, I'm finishing up the gym today. You know what I mean, we had a good workout. And I reads my phone, and I'm going to show. I hope I didn't delete it. I'm going through it right now. Yeah, I did delete it. Oops, sorry. Let me see if I can find it in my spam. All right, I found it. All right, because I blocked the person. Okay, look. This is the person right here. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Oh, man. Look at this. Look at that. I'm just leaving the gym today. That's the type of stuff I get sent to my phone, man. It's pretty funny, man. It's pretty funny. Brandy says, my mom got mad with me because I didn't want to take family pictures if it involved Xmas. Wow. What up, Violet? Hope all is well. Appreciate that. He says, I had leg day. That's what's up. At Gen Juice. He said, I took the screenshot. What up, Mary Starkey? You know what I'm saying? What up, what up, what up? I hope all is well. So, in general, you know, I love being a father, man. You definitely got to love being a father. And when you develop a relationship with your kids, man, it's a beautiful thing. See, people with kids, I'm not knocking them and whatnot. You can have nephews and nieces, but it's different when you have your own children. It's different when you are the biological father and the biological mother of a child that you got a close relationship with. It's a different type of bond versus you having nieces and nephews. See, a lot of people don't get that. Those people who don't got kids, they be like, I have my nieces and nephews. I watch them. They like my son. They like my daughters and whatnot. No, it's different. It's a different type of connection. It's a certain type of connection you get with your kids that you ain't going to experience from a niece or from a nephew at all. You understand? It may come to the point close to that, but when you got your own kids and whatnot, and you develop a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about spending money. It's developing a connection, a relationship, and being a strong, you know what I'm saying, father to your kids at the end of the day. All right? He said long text. Jeremy says, I love doing things with my boys. We go fishing and hiking. I love seeing them grow and learn. Absolutely. For sure. You know what I mean? Time gonna fly. Time definitely gonna fly. So you gotta be thankful and cherish the times and cherish the moments. Excuse me. Woo! Throat. You gotta cherish those moments and whatnot when they're young. because when they get older, oh man, they could be a piece of work. When they get 16, 17, 18, listen, they ain't gonna want to hang out with mommy and daddy no more. They gonna want to go to the mall with their friends. They're gonna want to start doing things on their own. They're gonna be off to college, possibly have their own dorm room and away from you. You're so used to the kids being in the house under you. Now it's time for them to grow up. Even when they become 18 years of age, a legal adult, you know what I'm saying? You got to let go as a parent. You know what I'm saying? Because now they on their own, they're in college or the military or whatever the case may be, working, going to a trade school and whatnot and things like that. You know, a lot of parents don't want to let go of that. A lot of parents don't. You know what I'm saying? Nicole Martin says, I love being a mother, just not being single, but he left being so good that I appreciate God for my son because he's my blessing. For sure. Denise Garnett says, so true. Jenju says, are you talking to Michael Robertson? There's no judgment here. I was just messing. All right, cool. C-Max says, so glad you're doing this topic. My mom took us through that. Not good. Wow. That's crazy. For sure. You know, because, you know, a lot of good fathers don't get the respect out there that they deserve. And there's some fathers out there that are good that, you know, a lot of mothers are keeping the kids away from them. And they don't have no outlet. They don't have a voice. They don't, you know, want to, I guess, go through the legal system, in which they should. Because if a woman keeps the kids away and you got solid proof, you're calling, you're texting, you're sending emails, you're at least showing up in front of the house, they're trying to communicate with the woman. Document your stuff. You understand? To those good fathers out there who the woman is keeping the kids away. You got to document this stuff. Because what you say in the courtrooms, you can say that, but it's what you can prove. You know what I'm saying? I know once we go into the courtrooms, and I'm speaking in general as a man, in general, this is to all men out there. I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish, whatever. When you go into the courtroom with a woman, you halfway lost. You halfway lost the battle. It's sad that it's like that, but you lost. I heard this one from one officer one day. You understand? Listen, the woman wins 50% right off the bat just because she's a female. It doesn't matter if she's in the wrong. It don't matter at all. You know what I'm saying? But to the fathers that's going through it and to the deadbeats out there, for sure, because there's a lot of deadbeats out here. There's a lot that make the good fathers look bad. At the end of the day, you got a lot of deadbeats walking out there. Man, they ain't paying no child support or nothing, or backed up in child support and whatnot. Nobody going after them. Nobody. But you got the good fathers out here. You know, granted that you still got to pay for your kids, whether you're on child support or not. But those who are on child support and what have you, listen, the moment you miss a payment or the moment you switch jobs, listen, child support, they checking your social security number. Oh, he work at such and such. All right, let's take from his check. Okay, he switched jobs. All right, we found him here. We're going to send a notice to that job to take him out. Deadbeats been walking around here for 20, 30 years. They don't say, it's like they don't do nothing to them. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Granted that, you know, good fathers don't complain. Good fathers want to pay child support or want to take care of their kids financially. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, whether you're on child support or not, you still got to take care of your kids at the end of the day. And if you are on child support, it doesn't hurt to give extra at all. You understand? It doesn't hurt for that, to give extra. You know? All right? Okay. Let me see. Man. Jen Juice, you funny. Finally aware of you says, I have twins, both special needs, and disabled. My ex-husband upon our divorce, attempted to kidnap them to punish me for filing for divorce. Praise God, I follow the Holy Ghost. My children are with me. Wow. That's crazy right there. He said, thank God my wife doesn't keep them from me. He says, I can't understand how can you abandon children. I don't get it myself. But I think a lot of men are fearful of that responsibility of taking care of kids. Very fearful. Listen, it might be, you know, it might be a little rocky in the beginning, for sure, when you have your first kid and you're trying to figure it out. You understand? But after a little while, you'll get the hang of it. And once you start developing that relationship with your children or your child, you're definitely going to fall in love with the whole situation, and you're definitely going to be a loving father at the end of the day. You know, it's just that a lot of those deadbeats out there, you know, they knocking down these women, but they don't want to handle the responsibility. You understand? Listen, it's all good when you're practicing. It's all good when they get in the cutty. You know what I'm saying? They playing the Boys to Men. They playing the R. Kelly Bump and Grind. They playing the Jodeci Stay. You understand? They playing the what else is out there? They playing the Next, Jaheim, anything. Listen, it's all good when you get the goodies, right? It's all good when they get in the cutty. Got the candles lit. Oh, I'm ready for this. You know what I'm saying? She looking all good. She's smelling good. I'm ready for this. All right. Then when it's over, and then the chick texts or message the man, I'm pregnant. Now what? He don't want nothing to do with her at all. All right. Next comment. Denise says sometimes this happens. If they didn't have a healthy family life, then it carried on from one generation to another. Dysfunctional. Wow. Nicole Mars says my dad wasn't in my life as well, but I still respect him as my father, and I'll take care of him, I guess. But I don't respect the situation of him hurting and leaving my mom. Wow. Jenju says, you seem like a nice dad. My daddy is gone. I'll see him on Judgment Day and hope we'll get to the pearly gates together. At least I still have my mom. Well, I mean, I enjoy being a father. I enjoy being a dad. Very strict, very firm, and things like that. I don't let no kids run over me at all. You understand? Not one time have my children ever, and I know my youngest son, he watches my channel sometimes. He know better. They never disrespected me. Never will yell, curse, or anything like that. I'm telling you. I told him, listen, if you want to get it on, we could get it on. Just let me know. You understand? Listen, you don't got to think about it. You don't got to plot it, plan it. Listen, we could get it on. Let's go in the backyard. Let's go somewhere. If you think you got what it takes, let's do it. You understand? That's me. I told my two sons that before. You know, if you're feeling froggy, let's go do it. Let's get down with the get down. And that's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I can't do it in a wickedish way, but discipline for sure. So I'm going to say this. Never did it happen. All right. Valid says sometimes it's not the father's fault. It's the mother not allowing the dad to do his thing. I agree. We agree with that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely agree with that. You know, like we said earlier, sometimes a woman could be spiteful by not allowing a man to see his child because, he don't want to be with her or something like that. Nicole Martin says, you seem like one of those dads that is awesome, but don't play at the same time. Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, absolutely. Todd says, I can't understand why make your kids suffer on account of your own selfishness. Sinstu says it's pitiful how a male and female meet and bring another life into this wicked world and eventually end up hating each other. How is this? Well, there was a movie out. It's a thin line between love and hate, man. It's a thin line between love and hate. Definitely. Because 1 minute, some people could seem so lovey-dovey, all in love, holding hands on Facebook. Oh, this my boo, this my bae. Nah, man, it's me and her forever. Me and her forever. Then next thing you know, they split apart. I can't stand this so-and-so. I hate this so-and-so. XYZ all over Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why people are like that. I don't get it. And they dirty laundry out there. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy says, I also think in some situations they never had a dad, so they don't know how to be one. It's like a person who never received love. They don't know how to love. For sure. Nicole Warren says, my son's father don't even come nowhere near his son or not even call him on his birthday or holidays. But God has been with me. That's deep right there. Dwayne Hall says, I was living in adultery with someone previously married. I have been through the ringer, going through false allegations with 2 daughters coming from that relationship. Not enough men fight kids. Wow. Wow. That's deep right there. Elias says, we can't blame a dad for leaving that long. If he has some things, that's his business. Nicole Mon says, my son's father left me for a Facebook friend, but it's all good. Good, I think, says, back then, kids would come out of the mama's womb with assignments and chores in their hands. So they were seen as blessings and free labor. Today, mom tell you to bring remote and kids rebel. Wow. That's crazy right there, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why, strictness. The thing is, a lot of mothers or parents spoil their kids. They spoil them. You know what I'm saying? They spoil them. And I do it sometimes. I spoil kids. Todd says some fathers get upset because you have them on child's and they take their anger out on the kids. Michael Robinson says, I advise the men to find a wife and the woman to find a husband. God way is perfect concerning marriage. And the last thing you ever want to hear is your child call another man dad due to breakups. Wow. That's painful. Big Metro fan. You says, I remember in the Batman movie with Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson's character said, why? You ought to think about the future. Okay. All right. You said some people don't think about the future in this area. What up, Khadijah Reeves? Shout out to you and your YouTube channel for sure. He says, this is a good chat, brother Tony. I need this time for sure. Appreciate that. Excuse me. Wow. That's something deep, Nicole Martin. That he left you for that, for sure. I mean, people do hurtful and harmful things unto people, mentally and emotionally, for sure. You know what I'm saying? These days, people are playing for keeps, and they don't have a care in the world for another person's feeling at the end of the day. All right. Let's see. I'm looking at these comments. Robert Tucker. What up to Robert Tucker out there? You talking about speaking in tongues. Robert Tucker. Shout out to you, man. Hope all is well. Dealing with you as we talking about this as we talking about this subject. Hey, Jen Juice and Nicole Martin, man. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny for that. you said till this day I'm still hurt. Well, you say you still hurt because I guess your child's father, he left you for another woman, but listen, I'm a real person, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the time length or whatever the case may be, but you can't dwell on something like that. Because the man, he gone. He married the woman, which was, it could have been wrong or whatever the case may be. But if he happened to come back, if he wants you back, would you take him back? Would you take that man back if he happened to come back? You know what I'm saying? If he apologized and everything at Nicole Martin. You understand? Skylar Sellers. Skylar Sellers. What up, what up, what up? I hope all is well. You know what I mean? We just here talking about good fathers. Good fathers, man. Shout out to the good fathers out there. Handling business with their kids and whatnot, because a lot of them don't get the respect that they deserve. You know what I mean? You says for no reason, no offense here. Thank you for truth. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? All right. So if anybody got any last remarks to this topic, as we come to a close upon this topic, man, if you got any last remarks, any type of advice that you want to give to people, any type of advice you want to give to spiteful mothers, deadbeat fathers, good fathers out here, for sure. Any closing remarks is, is, good, for sure. I think we might be having a biblical discussion tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think Brother Hayes and Mr. Peter Cox, they want to have a discussion on the Son of God, tomorrow. So we'll see if they certify and close that discussion for tomorrow around 7 p.m., I think, Eastern Standard Time tomorrow here on this YouTube channel. And I might broadcast it from the other channel also. All right. You said I'm glad that this live stream is balanced, for sure. For sure. And I try to have a balanced live stream, I try, for sure, when I do the lives and things like that, for those who catch it on the replay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them so they could really, really listen and get some type of encouragement off of it. You know what I'm saying? PhD, shout out to you. Shout out to you for sure. Nicole Martin says, I still forgive him. I still love him, but I can't take him back because he was married according to the... Well, I'm saying if he wasn't married, hypothetically speaking, if the man wasn't married, you understand? Or by some chance that the other woman was married before and things like that, and he's free to marry you. You know what I'm saying? Would you take that man back if he begged, please forgive me, I'm sorry? You know what I'm saying? Come with 1,000 roses and whatnot, love letters. You know what I'm saying? Probably got Jaheim next to him singing for you. You know what I mean? Would you take that man back? You know what I mean? If the coast was clear, if the coast was clear. C-Max says, hopefully everyone stays strong and break the cycle. Have a good night. Thanks again, Tony. Appreciate that at C-Mac. So I say stop making the children suffer due to your own selfishness. Then he says, just don't punish the children when the family splits. You aren't winning by doing that. Mr. Robert Tucker says, I hear you about bad parents, but the him update just caught my attention. Oh, okay, cool. Mr. Ham. Did you and Mr. Ham have a biblical discussion before at Robert Tucker? I really can't remember. Let me know. Finally, Webb, you says If the father is good, let him see his children. If he's not, trust God and be wise. He said, he said, not Jaheim. I mean, I had to think of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Only God wants it. Finally aware of you says, if you're a deadbeat mama, you need help. Michael Robinson says, better communication between parents. Good idea says, Father's Day, the fathers only get socks and underwear lucky if they get a tie. Wow. All right. I thank everybody for tuning in to this live. We're going to come to a closing. Do remember the Truth of God videos are on Tony Harvin TV. Shout out to everybody subscribing to that YouTube channel. It's doing great. You understand it's been hard work. You know what I mean? I had to start from the ground up. On that YouTube channel, man. And it's building, man. You know what I mean? Thanks be to God for that YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network, man. We just working. We just grinding. It's work. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work doing these YouTubes and on other social media platforms and things like that. But God, giving me strength to do this stuff in general. Do remember I'm on Facebook, Tony Fasthands Harvin. Tony Fasthands Harvin on Facebook, Instagram, same name. Just started a TikTok, whatever. I mean, it's all right, man. But TikTok seemed to be about like, foolishness and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? When you put positive stuff up there, it's like, nobody really want to listen to the positive stuff. They want all that foolishness and stuff like that, man. So it's like, I don't know about TikTok. It's my first time on there and whatnot, second week, and I really don't like it too much, but I'm still posting here and there on TikTok. So I thank everybody once again for tuning in to this YouTube channel. I hope everybody have a wonderful night. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a blessed day. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.